Hello, Sigrid.
Well, good morning.
Um, you know, when we met with you first time in Holland, and we spent so many hours by talking about homeopathy and cases, and we find so many things in common. So now I will start from conclusion, and then we'll come to facts. My conclusion is that we are connected, and we are in one net, and this connection called love. And what is disconnect between people is hatred, hate, and we thought what is a very important point and what is very important theme for homeopathy, especially these days. And fungi and mushrooms as a topic, as a kingdom, came to my mind very quickly. So I called to several of my colleagues in Russia, and then we decided to invite some international speakers. And of course, you were in the list. When I called you, it cleared up that you came back from Germany and you just finished a seminar about fungi in homeopathy. How it could be, Sigrid?
Yes.
So we will have a lot of things to discuss, but now I would like to introduce you to those who see you first time. Sigrid Lindemann, German homeopath, but living in India for many years in Auroville. And let us talk about your experience with fungi remedies in homeopathy, and we'll chat about it. What was maybe your first experience with fungi?
Yeah, I live in Auroville in an international community in South India. My first experience was actually one case I would like to share of a man with a very bad psoriasis, which got better by Ayurveda or something like this. But he got very sick and emaciated and weak, so it was suppression. And he managed to, go through the whole healing process, including reviving the psoriasis to some extent. And it made me understand so much of the fungi. He also connected to the source of the remedy. And every now and then fungi cases pop up. So now I just gave the seminar with 6 video cases. And so everything is very fresh there, the synopsis, So that's really wonderful. And I'm happy to share that further. And I think the fungi principle is very much in the air, like even fungi have this tendency of taking over through connection. And sometimes good for everybody, and sometimes it's a bit like parasitic. So like a modern business model, like Airbnb, where you just, somebody's house for some time, or Uber, you get into the car of somebody. A very typical couch surfing, networks of cyclists where you can just, crash in with somebody you don't know, but he will give you food. This is all like fungi energy, and this is what also my patients mention, all along, or to having like a communities, and these communities want to spread worldwide because they have a mission. But it is also fungi. Fungi can do anything, from psychedelics to parasitic to destructiveness of, destroying a whole tree, different fungi, and then bringing it back to compost and starting new from nothing, starting from nothing and without any much substance, moving along and connecting. There's a German word, die Fadenwesen, the beings which are actually threads. They are just the threads. And only occasionally the fruit pops up, you know?
Pops
The
up.
occasion to see it.
And of course, there are so many things we can naturally say about fungi. When you're thinking about mushrooms, it's something which appears suddenly, and it's appeared from underground, and it's could be so various in so many types and forms and colors, and it connected, and this connection we don't see, and it is mysterious and dangerous, and so many.
Powerful.
Sorry.
Powerful. They're feeling very powerful.
And powerful, and of
They're
course,
feeling
this.
very powerful, but the substance is minuscule.
Yes. And this even the most powerful weapon, nuclear weapon, it seems like a big mushroom. And we have to learn this energy and to see this energy in our patients. So I will suggest, let us go through several cases of you, and then we will see some common threads and the characteristics of this kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, one I can show you is one case of solanum. And you see that this patient, I was wondering to give agaricus, but she liked cold water, so that cannot be.
So first of all, why agaricus? Why you thought about agaricus, Sigrid?
Because she was fighting a lot. She was felt manipulated. She took so many drugs and alcohol, and she had a very bad back pain and was limping and walking bent like a Quasimodo, but she was very strong, very adamant, even in her position. But the whole story was about fights. So we know that agaricus wants to fight, feels super strong. So it was not an animal. So then where do we go? No. So I was wondering, shall I look for a mushroom, or should I look for a Solanaceae, or shall I look for a lichen, maybe? So after the case, I went on a website and saw this. So this is all about invasion, intrusion.
Just to be sure, this is from her website.
From her website, yes.
And she's an artist.
Yeah, from Iceland, who lived in Germany.
Wow.
And saw me in India. She was on outing in India also because of her back pain.
So this is one of the methods of prescribing homeopathic remedies. Patient comes to your clinic and you ask, do you have a website? Yes, please show me. Okay, and you see website and you prescribe.
No. Usually I don't do. But I wanted to have a second view on her, no? Usually I don't do. She doesn't know I went on her website, let's even say, but it's a public thing, no?
Yeah. Okay.
But
so what we see
I wanted
here
to have as I work a lot with doodles and at times discover very important clues on the doodles. I thought, let me check at this.
Just before we go further, so you thought about possibilities, maybe from fungi, maybe from Solanaceae, maybe from animal kingdom, and then you went to this website. And can you go for previous slide? Just to see topics. What we see here. We see here something mysterious, something woody in the first picture, and black and white mostly. And this disruption from one side, what I see in a ear, like invasion, maybe something is going inside. And this heart symbol, some connection, once more black and white. What do you see here more?
Yeah, maybe connection, but again intrusion, no?
Intrusion.
Invasion.
Yeah. Invasion.
Again invasion. And this could be a fungi. I mean, any fungi, yeah. Or it could be a ghost.
Yeah.
It's spooky, no?
Spooky, yeah, mysterious. Okay.
And then you want the next one?
Yeah.
Again,
Please.
invasion.
Yeah.
And then this is like a graveyard. So Solanacea.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you see this sign of victory, of strength, of fighting, of power.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
I came in, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I introduce myself. Yeah, it's invasion. It's kind of coming in. Yes.
and then this one. Again,
Whoa,
here you see something like a thread, no? It's not a being with a thread. And yeah, this is also invasion of blackness. And this, what is this?
What is this? Yeah. What is this? Wow.
It looks like a destroyed black leprous,
yeah, something is going
or a darkened sun, you know, something which is full of light, but it's dirty now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's dirtied. So then after this insight, I went into the repertory with your physical symptoms and mental symptoms and checked what comes, Solanaceae, fungi. So then it came out very clearly. So it's not that I prescribe on the website, I prescribe on the Mater Medica, but you know, the subgroup should be clear. Then we can do a very specified search in the repertory. So
Sigrid, maybe
call it structured repertorization. So I know about the subgroup, and then I go into the repertory and use the rubrics.
It's confirmation of your path of thought. If you don't mind, we will translate this into Russian and into English from German, and we will show to our community. So after repertorization, you came to
Solanum tuberosum ecrutans, which actually looks like this or worse, you know.
Wow.
So, and it destroys, it's very destructive. It's put in, Shankaran put it in leprosy miasm. So,
yeah.
Yeah, and there's a whole repertory work and very good follow-up. Not too long because then she left, but she reported back.
Just for few seconds, can we go for repertory just to see few rubrics?
It's in German.
Yeah, but can you just tell us?
See, all these are rubrics about her main complaint about, you know, she had to walk bent, no? So lumbago, very strong, needs to walk bent. There's remedies, and Solanum is in there threefold. Okay. Or hip, like pain in the hip. So there's agaricum solanum plus 72 remedies, and many rubrics like this of hip pain or pain from the spine going into the leg. So there are only 2 rubrics. Third in threefold is solanum, and then cobaltum.
So we will translate this. It's very interesting to see it, how you get it confirmed from repertory part, and all story became a whole very interesting. So this was a case of Solanum.
Work like this. Focus on the group theme and then go into the repertory.
Okay. So this was one case, and let us go through some other cases and to see some common threads.
So then there's the psychedelic mushrooms, like I published the case of LSD and Spectrum. and have more, and there's parasitic mushrooms, and which mushrooms grow with which plants is also interesting. I think there you have to look at this, how it combines. Like similar, we find in Drosera also some symptoms from insects and mushrooms. Some grow with conifers, some grow with solanum, some grow with grasses, with wheat, rye, etc. So that's an interesting research. And then many mushrooms we don't know. What about torula? Yeast, very common. We don't know. What about kombucha? We are drinking it. That's some fungi, no? And then we have the group of lichen, huge group. We have only few remedies. I also have some cases. So that we will also add on.
So I would like to ask you to prepare for our symposium of fungi some outlook for lichen, and maybe some comparison between lichen and fungi, if you find some. And of course, as always, I'm waiting for your very vivid cases. We will learn a lot. So Sigrid, thank you very much for this short introduction for fungi and lichen. Families, see you at 28th of November on our symposium. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. See you soon.
See you.